Bergleute in den Ruinen.
Good grief. These are some unusual customs.
The entrance to Qualusone is here. The people of the village might be able to teach us a few things.
Good day. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the ruins on the plateau?
You aren't the first to ask me about them, but the answer is still the same. I've nothing to tell you. Not that I wouldn't want to, but I've never been there. There must have been a path once upon a time, but it's no longer there. Maybe it collapsed. Some say that you have to pass through the mines to get there. A few of the tunnels do climb. It's certainly possible, I would say. But those tunnels are all closed, and we have better things to do. The iron ore, it doesn't come out of the ground by itself. Do you need anything else?
Talk to me about the mines.
It wasn't us that first dug them out. They're really old. Centuries old. But those tunnels are full of riches. It takes little effort to unearth the minerals that we want. What more could we ask for? Seeing as how there aren't that many of us, if we were pressed to mine all the tunnels, we'd be too few. But the time will come, when folks hear about what we're pulling from these rocks. We won't be alone for much longer.
Also eine reiche Mine, die sehr alt ist. Unter den Ruinen im Berg. Innerhalb der Mine, ja, hier geht's rein. Geh da einfach mal hier rein. Die alte Mine. Guten Tag.
Hello. You lost?
No. Why do you ask?
It's just that we rarely get visitors. Well then, what can I do for you?
Aus Versehen hier reingelaufen.
If I got this right, this hamlet is home to only miners.
Yes. It's not been all that long that we've taken up residence here. For the time being, we've only been working a part of the mine because the veins run so deep in the tunnels. Hopefully more miners will come, and that will attract other craftsmen to our village. We'll see. Anything else?
What can you tell me about the ruins that we can see up there?
Not a great deal. To my knowledge, no one's ever been able to reach them. There were some officials from the city that came, but when they saw they couldn't easily climb up to the plateau, they just left. There must have been a path that caved in. Unless some sort of tunnel in the mine takes you there. Anything else?
Ja,
I'll leave you to it then.
Until we meet again.
die sind alle nicht so gut informiert hier. Wie sieht das hier aus? Ja, ich gucke mir natürlich erstmal an, was es hier so gibt. Oh, Getier. Ein wenig Getier. Sonst nichts. Ist noch was? Erz. Feines Eisenerz. Hallo? Oben noch. Das sind ja toll befestigte Leitern, die ja so angelehnt sind. Leicht magnetisch. Magnetische Leitern.
must be a way to open this gate somehow.
The piece I found was once part of this mechanism, but it's too worn. It needs to be repaired. Or we need to find a new one.
Hm? Wir haben ein Teil gefunden. Rezept neues Zahnrad. Wahrscheinlich aus Eisen und Kacke. Kann ich hier vielleicht irgendwo runterfallen? Nein. Schade. Na gut, sicher ist ja sicher, ne?
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Alles zu, was ist da oben? Aha.
I can't do that.
Wieder typisch. Okay, wenn ich schleichen könnte, kann ich ja sogar hin, oder was? 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 Gibt's hier Schmiede? Nee, ne? Boah, ist das behindert. Muss ich dann einen Punkt reinstecken, oder was? Und das kriege ich dann erst mit Level 25. Also schlechtes Spieldesign. Gibt's da Cheats für? Hm? Schauen wir mal. Greedfall Cheats. Geht nicht. Was ist das für eine Scheiße hier wieder? Ja, dann gucken wir mal. So. Alles an. Eine Punkte 5. Oh. So. Hier, das braucht nicht. Fähigkeit mal auch nicht. So, ja. Wieder Spiel zu gezwungen. Hier wir erstmal gucken. Was. Was es hier gibt. Hier so ein neues Zahnrad. Oh, jetzt habe ich aber viele Talentpunkte verbleibend. Das ist für immer eingeblendet. Schön. Schön, schön, schön. So, jetzt kann ich hier auch am Werktisch die fetten Dinger machen, ne? Theoretisch. Ja. Nee, jetzt steht das doch die ganze Zeit. Scheiße. Naja. Da werde ich mich schon gewöhnen.
There, the gate is open. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Weniger Schaden, ne? So, eine Bewegung. Ah.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Es ist die Frage noch, ob der wirklich langsamer ist. Katzen wieder am Durchdrehen.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! See if you can ward off this fate.
Der ist langsamer. Der ist langsamer auf jeden Fall. Lange zu den Ruinen. So, wir haben es durchgeschafft. Sind jetzt da oben. Bilder gucken.
Finally, here we are. These are the ruins that Lady Lorene spoke to us about.
I'll drown myself with the morning tide if these buildings are of native construction.
Explore the area. Something may give away the identity of the architects.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Sehen wir ja auch noch die. Die hier mal ja noch. So, jetzt bin ich ziemlich unbesiegbar, glaube ich. Ja. Auferstanden ausgeben.
Bit of
Oh,
poison on my blade. Then let's go!
da muss ich wahrscheinlich hier den nehmen, ne?
Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Let's go!
Tja, hier eben noch gefragt, wo der überhaupt steckt. Zum Gebiet. Achso, hier ist uns nichts. War noch eine Kiste. Ein Yatagan. Ist das cool? Wo ist das Inventar hier? Ja. Das machen wir mehr Schaden. Es wird immer schwieriger, unsere Position auf der Insel zu halten. Trotz unserer Bemühungen und der vielen Schlachten, die wir gewonnen haben, verlieren wir immer mehr an Boden. Diese Wilden sind beeindruckende Gegner. Die Wurzeln scheinen ihnen zu gehorchen und gigantische Kreaturen, die wir noch nie zuvor gesehen haben, helfen ihnen. Die Kreaturen nähern sich und wir sind nicht in der Lage, ihnen entgegenzutreten. Die Lords bereiten sich bereits darauf vor, an Bord des Schiffes zu gehen, in die die Nauten in unserer Nähe stationiert haben. Wie ich erwartet habe, sagten sie, es gäbe nicht genug Platz für alle. Wir werden hier sterben, fortgetrampelt von gigantisch wütenden Monstern, verflucht seien die Prinzen und die Ehrgeiz.
This journal confirms what we suspected. A continental nation had once attempted to colonize the island with the help of the Nords, and they were repulsed. From what I was able to decipher, few of them actually managed to escape.
Aber sie hatten schon Schrift und
As soon as
Wort.
we discovered those ruins, that we were not foreign to these lands.
The major part of the journal has faded, and I'm not able to decipher the name of the author. Let's continue our search. We must discover which nation was here.
Müssen wir das? Ja, das müssen wir wohl. Ja, ein Spiel mit Cheats, ey. Ewig nicht mehr. Cheatet. Geiles Gefühl, ey. Ich bin übermächtig jetzt hier. Raps, raps, raps. Ja, ja. Komm weiter. Jetzt geht das Ganze hier auch schneller.
poison on my blade. Let's go!
Hä? Ich stehe gerade auf der anderen Seite. Hier. Alter, rostiger Schlüssel. Hat er noch ein Verlies oder was?
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Selber Schwerter schmieden kann ich nicht, ne? Ich bin immer darauf angewiesen. Ich verstehe es gerade gar nicht. Hä? Hier ist aber nichts. Es ist einfach das Suchgebiet. Genauer hingucken. Ach, der hat nix. Ja, schade. Nur ein Sonnenstrahl. Ja, die Nacht wäre gut, ne? Dann sehe ich natürlich das Leuchten besser. Statt dieses vernebelte Abendsonne-Gedöns. Das ist sogar die Morgensonne. Als sie auch im Osten aufgeht. So eine Scheiße. Ha.
This seal. I know the insignia. Even if it has become more detailed in recent decades. It's hard to believe my eyes.
What nation does it belong to?
This is the ancient coat of arms of Serene. It's a congregation seal. I think the information is pointing to something clear. No possible doubt remains. All the clues point in the same direction. The people from the sea who built these ruins and confronted the natives, they were us.
It's difficult to admit. And to think that I turn to you to help us against the Bridge Alliance. I do not judge you guilty of the crimes of your ancestors. But this story is known.
I know. This will not help our relations with your people, that is certain.
And to think we helped you. I'm having trouble dealing with this, even if it does explain a lot. We're gonna have to keep this story under lock and key. The natives are not gonna swallow it easily without a long chew.
This must be the reason they kept us in the dark. Constantine is going to be furious when he learns this.
Konstantinus, zum Glück gibt es hier ein Feuer, das ist natürlich da gut. Wo war es? Hier rechts, ne? Der strategische Wohnsitz. Eine Ruine. Berichten wir ihm.
Cousin! You have returned. How did things go?
Oh, you don't look well. What's happened here?
Nothing. Nothing terribly bad in any case. I must have eaten something that's having trouble going through me.
Seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long. Who prepares your meals? Are they safe?
No one is poisoning me, dear cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Take my word for it. Now then, what do you have to tell me?
We had a talk with Lady Morange and we explored the ruins that she suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The congregation? Us? But Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret. How he must despise me.
Constantine.
We need to learn more. I want to understand. I need to know everything my father has kept from me. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers we require. The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help. We are pitiful sailors.
You are thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the captainry surely is. Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter of this story.
Very well. Anything else? I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Sprechen wir mit dem Admiral. Tap, 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 tap. Guck mal hier. Ah, wir kommen da nicht durch. Das ist meine Kiste, ne? Wo ist Nacht? Admirali! Ich störe nicht nachts. Huch. Die ist Nacht und sehr.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built by the congregation. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Okay, ist mein Wohnsitz, genau. Nehmen wir den auf jeden Fall mit. Zusammenstellen, die kommen weg. Der kommt dazu.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans. I suppose that she wants something in exchange.
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met with some problems, and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who.
A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Thélème, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Norts. We will need to speak with those on Thélème lands, and of course seek out the Bishop Domitius.
What was your role at my uncle's court? Were you already an ambassador?
No, but I was part of the embassy. I had only just started my career as a diplomat back then. Thélème was hoping to convert the congregation, and they had sent me to spread the word. I tried to teach you some of the basics because you had a predisposition for magic, but you were so young. You preferred to run around the halls with a wooden sword in hand, chasing your cousin.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Toll, ich muss da reisen. So, darüber ab. Vom Wohnsitz zu Wohnsitz. So, was hat er hier? Neues. Ja, 112 kann ich da noch was dran bauen. 2 Stück, geil. Das hole ich mir mal. Da ist das nix. Kriege ich geile Rüstung oder nicht? Dann zum Tisch. So, Rüstungs durch 30. Ist auch ein Mix. Jetzt die Frage, Rüstungsdurchschlagen 30 erhöhen? Nee, ne? (30, 20, 10). Oh ja. So, das ist doch mal ein Schwert. Schniebel, Schnappel. Kommt man nicht durch.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. All of our products are in blue.
Ja, jetzt ist gerade schlecht. Hallo.
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sardet. Your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
Eine Lampe an kannst du mir
Your
machen.
admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Thélème. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then 2 of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men. I implore you. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need.
Fernando and the Admiral are close. When she was captain, he was her chief mate. She trusts him completely. That's why she put him in charge of the management of the port of San Mateus.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information.
Nur das Verschwinden der Arten.
Good day. I'm looking for several sailors. Some naughts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the Mage Inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here of late. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere, and they spend their time spying on all that moves, especially eyeing all that the Naughts are up to.
And what do these Mage Inquisitors look like?
They wear a very peculiar symbol.
We cannot question all the Inquisitors roaming around the island.
Hier.
Good day. I'm looking for 2 men, Naughts, that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation with a sailor. A nice fellow. He was telling these stories. He was drinking hard. He went outside for a moment to... you can imagine. And well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed out. If it were that, we would have found him. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find Inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here.
Versuche das Verschwinden der Nauten. Nauten verschwinden. Die Leute wissen von nichts.
We're approaching the tavern.
If we want to eavesdrop on conversations, we should be discreet.
When are we going to act? Our men are twiddling their thumbs, and that's bad for their morale. Let's not even speak about the guards at the prison. Who likes having clandestine prisoners in their jails?
You are impatient. We haven't been able to get out of them what we need to hear, but it won't be long. Then we can act, and launch the grand purification of the Naughts. While waiting, keep your men on a leash, especially those in the jails. If the Mother Cardinal learns that you are detaining Naughts in a cell in your barracks...
We'll be in muddy waters. But then you will too. No need to remind me.
They're gone.
I cannot believe that these lunatics dared to capture some of my brothers to interrogate. We must set them free from the Coin's jail as soon as possible. As for this talk of purification, it gives me shivers.
Ja, wo sind sie? Wie ist denn das? So ein Scheiß. Hey, die Nauten. Hallo.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice.
Oh.
There won't be
denn hier durch? Da. Komische Behausung ist halt hier.
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
And if I gave you this, so that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while. But be discreet.
Ja, hau schon ab.
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wickedness.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us. It doesn't bode well. Not at all. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. We should go see this Domitius after all. What he will tell us may help us understand.
Hier sehr unauffällig hier einfach rauszumarschieren mit den Nauten. Oh ne, komme ich hier irgendwo raus? Ja, hier. Hier nicht so. Aber da, so. Ja, okay, ich bin hier hinten auf dem Übungsplatz mal wieder. Wieder falsch. Dann nehmen wir diese Tür.
Here comes our pay, boys!
Oh.
Come and take
Scheiße. Aber es ist halt eine Zweihandwaffe, ne? Das wusste ich nicht. Breitschwert. Hm. Warum haben wir die denn nicht im Gefängnis gelassen und schnell der Mutter Kardinäle Bescheid gesagt? Dann wären die doch auf frischer Tat ertappt gewesen und weg vom Fenster. Aber so habe ich hier noch weiter rumgedüse. Kirche ist nicht das, was ich gerade suche. Ah, scheiße, so ein fettes Zweihandschell, natürlich. Ob das eine DPS-Anzeige ist oder einfach nur der Schaden da.
What do you want from me, my son?
Sir de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
Ah, the congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the blood plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
What a nest of absurdities.
What other reaction would you expect from those responsible for the curse that afflicts us?
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Nein. Die Leute sind in Norden. Das heißt, ich muss erstmal zurück zu mir und mich umziehen, ne? Irgendwas wieder rumschleichen. Wo ist denn mein, sehe ich das? Ja, da rechts. Cavern, so, ja, was ist hier mit den Waffen? Großes Hackebeil. 300. Breitschwert, ey.
Good day, Desade. How can I help you?
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nauts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
And that bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Naut's secrets, but the documents at the Harbor Master's office may teach us something new. If we can stay discreet.
Hä? So, ich muss auch. Ja. Ja, hier wäre ich natürlich ungesehen, obwohl doch schon. Die Nauten, die die Lagerhäuser bewachen. Die Anzahl der Wachen, die in den wichtigsten Lagerhäusern patrouillieren, muss unverzüglich verdoppelt werden. Verkleidete Inquisitoren wurden in der Gegend gesichtet. Sie versuchen vermutlich in die Lager einzudringen. Lass Vorsicht walten und sorgt dafür, dass niemand in dieses Lagerhaus gelangt. Nur die Nauten dürfen hinein. Unsere Geheimnisse müssen um jeden Preis geschützt werden.
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Naughts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
Das Lager ist da auch drin, oder was? Oh Mann. Verstehe es nicht. Ah, auf einmal ist es irgendwo da hinten. Das ist so lächerlich.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments.
Hier vorne rein. Da ist das dann. Der Ruf des Delfins. Der Dreizack muss so schnell wie möglich repariert werden. Außerdem sollte das Barometer ausgetauscht werden, da das an Bord befindliche nicht so präzise arbeitet, wie es sollte. Die Besatzung konnte dem Sturm nicht rechtzeitig ausweichen, was uns ein Segel kostete. Ich bitte um Diskretion. Die Inquisition beobachtet uns. Admiral Cabral. Ist da eine Kette? Jetzt ist hier oben was, ich hasse das.
These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. Oh. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the best of him.
Was?
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the Malachor?
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this place.
Nauten gegen Kirche. Ja. Weise gegen den Typen.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Ich nicht zu nah an die Wachen heran. Als ob sie mich nicht doch erkennen. So, na unten dürfte fertig sein, ne? Gehen wir nochmal zu mir, legen die Rüstung wieder ab. Hallo. So, ich weiß nicht, ob ich die erst ausziehen muss oder nicht, aber ich tue es einfach schon mal. Oh Mann. So. Schwert. Hier vielleicht gleich auch nochmal zum Händler. Gucken, was die haben.
May the enlightenment protect me in this battle.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
May the shadow engulf our enemy.
Die Läuterung der Nauten wird beginnen, sobald diejenigen, die in unseren Gefängnissen schmachten, gestanden haben. Dann haben wir genügend Beweise, um die Mutterkardinälin davon zu überzeugen und handeln zu lassen. Es ist höchste Zeit, dass wir diese Ketzer beseitigen, denen es erlaubt ist, sich frei in unseren Städten zu bewegen. Bleibt es dann unauffällig. Wir wären in einer heiklen Situation, wenn unser Plan zu früh bekannt wird.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Wo? Hier. Verbraucht halt 50% vom Zorn. Auch das ist, ich weiß nicht, ich glaube, das ist nicht so effektiv. So ein schnelles Einhandding. Da brauche ich dann natürlich erstmal noch ein richtig gutes. Ich weiß auch gar nicht, warum ich das tragen kann. Ich habe das Talent. Ah doch, links. Das ist ja ein Schwertchen hier.
Yes.
Schwertchen.
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
You see, Eminence,
Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his order's accusations concerning the Nauts. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the natives and use a nature-drawn magic. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of the Malachor.
That is an extremely serious accusation.
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof other than the Nauts' tradition of secrecy. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the fragile peace of the island. The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil. I would have never allowed such a plan.
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony. Following up on the accusations of Bishop Domitius, I wanted to verify for myself what this was all about. I went to take a look at their storerooms and saw what they contained.
And are you going to tell them? You know how vital this information is to us.
Your secrets have already nearly cost the lives of your own men. It's time they were revealed. There were neither idols nor objects of any ritual, nor even anything magical, and absolutely nothing that could be attributed to the origin of the Malachor. I found nothing but measuring instruments and diverse navigational machines. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack. A great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Nauts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Tele im Ruf. War das mit meinen... Nauten wieder verdächtig. Oh oh. Berichten wir dem Admiral von der Lage. Vielleicht finden wir noch ein Schwert unterwegs. So, hier? Nee, dahinter. Ich bin ja schon da.
Welcome to the best holy item shop in San Mateus.
Heilig? Heilig will ich nicht. Oh, was ist das? No. Dolch hier so krass. 120 kann ich da drauf tun, oder nicht? Jetzt nur 5, Betäubung wenig. Hintermesser. Beweglichkeit 3, ja. Guck mal, der hat aber schon was drin.
Goodbye.
Weiß ich.
May the enlightened always keep you.
Genau, dann gehen wir ins Lager, reisen von da aus und gucken mal, ob der andere nochmal was zu verkaufen hat. Was vielleicht ein bisschen stärker ist. Nicht, sondern das. Das gleich hat er. Stärke 3. Ja, die Dolche sind das Beste, ne? Ah, guck mal, Stahldolch. Möglichkeit 4. Keine Ahnung, das macht mir alles nicht so glücklich. Das macht mir alles nicht so glücklich.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminous. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Freddy was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it.
Schnell wieder
That
zu
for all this
Konstantin.
time, I've been fed lies.
Oh, wir sind hier
Did
richtig.
Constantine know? I must go and see him.
My child, I understand that this revelation is upsetting. I wish I had the right words to comfort you. In any
Find
case,
all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to
this
be the
island is at the
talk
very
of
core
all
of all
serene.
our fates.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Kaffee! Stellrapier. Gerade Säbel, guck mal. Ah, auch 33%. Ja, in der Schuss, Verteidigung allgemein epischer.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Schon krass. Ah, weiß nicht, aber halt erstmal. So, ab zu Konstantin. Wir rennen hier hin und her, um den Leuten alles zu erzählen. Was wie ein Instant Messenger, das wär's. Das wär's.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see? I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black.
Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else. I'm going to die.
No, no, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I'm dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so. Cousin, I don't want...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago, and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not
your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time, and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off their heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now.
Tja, Visco ist natürlich gut. Petrus kann mir auch helfen, ne? Nehmen wir den.
We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirage.
We must hurry before the guard can act.
Attacke! Oh, 2 Fähigkeitspunkte. Ding! Das war nicht richtig. Das war auch nicht richtig. Oh Mann, da rennen wir halt einmal hier um den Tisch rum. Hä, wo ist denn hier noch eine Tür? Super confused. Ach, hier ist eine Tür. Toll.
Lord de Cossillon! The Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all of this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. To my help! And to the others!
Up.
To my help! Death to the others!
Boah, ich bin ein richtiger Schlechter. Ist gar nicht so schlecht, dieses Schwert.
May the enlightened protect me in the battle. To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Jetzt ist die Wut auch besser. Was ist das hier? Weiter. Runter. Gehen hier runter, ne? Nee, doch.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. To my help! And death to the others!
Kakashi.
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me, and the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You were dear to me as well.
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will never forget what you've done for me.
Ja, der Keller, das ist wirklich ein tolles Versteck, ist das, wenn hier schon die Wachen stehen. Das ist ja mal dumm. Aber natürlich auch noch einen vergessen, weil ich dachte, den finde ich im Keller.
Lord Minister! The Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The Guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
Ja, von den Plänen haben wir doch eigentlich auch schon gehört. Wo ist die Tür?
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my help!
Okay, der putzt halt schon.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
Keep in mind, the Lady Mirange is also on the list of people who were supposed to be assassinated.
In that case, we should find her at once. Her abode is very close to the palace.
And you will have to find a way to warn the rest of the governors.
We will meet with the messengers at the northern and eastern gate on our way, so that they can depart for Hikmet and San Mateus immediately.
I am very grateful to you, my child. If it weren't for you, all our work on this island could have been lost.
Torsten has no honor. I had no choice but to stop him.
Thorsten. Go fast.
Lady Morange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
You are in
Diese
danger.
Dummköpfe.
Do you know a safe place where we can take you?
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They will hide me. Go! And do be careful.
So, die haben wir gewarnt.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my health, and death to the others!
Mal zerschnitten. Ahne die anderen.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my health, and death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Ja, schöne Geschwindigkeit.
Messenger, be ready to leave at once. You must warn the governor of Hikmet that a conspiracy is underway targeting him.
It's just that I can't leave the city just yet.
What are you talking about? The order comes from the governor. What more do you need?
It's just that I was told if I left the city today, it would cost me my life.
Who said that? The commander's men, I suppose?
I don't really know, but they were heavily armed and they pay very well.
And so you are prepared to betray your prince and country for a few coins? Don't you understand that the reason I am standing before you is because the guard failed to take this city? Do you know the punishment reserved for traitors?
Very well, Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my health, and death to the others!
May the shadow of our enemies.
Ja, ich meine, die Groschen ja da reinfahren.
Now is not the time. Now is not the time.
So, er will er nicht rein.
Now is not the time.
Schade.
Make preparations to leave. I have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San Mateus. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing a coup d'etat. Her life and those of her entourage are in grave danger.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the
What are you doing here? Who let you in? I demand an explanation.
It seems that your men are a little distracted this evening, Lieutenant. It is understandable, with all that's been going on. You are under arrest, as well as your commander.
But what is this? I recognize you. You're the governor's emissary. And Kurt, you had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone, I decided it would be the less likable of the lot.
Traitor. Soldiers, ready weapons.
To my help, and death to the others!
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
It's blocked.
Oh, Scheiße. Ich muss nicht in den Keller. Fahrt mit dir, Kurt. Eine Schenke.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I know you've paid your entry fee, but this is a special night. My orders are not to let anyone in.
Mhm.
What if I paid you a supplement for...
Oh.
Na gut.
I regret, my lord, we are closed this evening. Come back another day.
I'm not here to tempt my luck. Are you in charge?
That's right. What do you want from me?
From you? Nothing. We are here to arrest the commander's lieutenants.
Is that right? Now this ought to be good. And for what crime would that be?
You know very well. For high treason.
Oh, and you think that my men are just gonna let you, without so much as blinking an
Alles
eye?
mir sowas von egal.
Why would your men risk their lives and their families' well-being to serve your greedy ambitions? Gentlemen, you have been manipulated. I imagine you were promised riches and high station on the island. Told that with such a prize you would be free of the services of the merchants, the mages and the scholars. But do you imagine for an instant that the Nauts would risk losing their precious clients for you? That the continental nations that you've betrayed would accept that you might return to their lands? You would be condemned to remain on this island, isolated and forever banished from the continent. I only hope that you are leaving no one behind you, because you will never see them again.
You make sense. We have too much to lose in this story. I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but you're gonna have to deal with this yourself. Do with him what you feel you must.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
Ist im Weg.
Soldiers, ready weapons! We are under attack!
Olga.
We have been sent by the governor Constantin Dorsey. Your lieutenant is accused of high
Kampf nicht
treason
beenden.
for having participated in an attempted coup d'etat. As you can see for yourselves, the attempt failed. Are you also ready to be accused of treason because of your loyalty to your lieutenant?
I doubt it. I'm sure they're gonna make the wise decision. Isn't that right, Dieter?
You give your word that we'll suffer no repercussions if we lay down arms?
You have my word.
Very well. We are dropping our weapons, soldiers. That dog's hide doesn't deserve our sacrifice.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
Das reicht man hier nicht. Torsten.
We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers.
Mein Kommandant, wir haben die Anweisung gewissenhaft befolgt. Soll die Mission fehlschlagen, wird eine Eskorte außerhalb der Kaserne auf dich warten, um dich sicher zu den Docks zu bringen, wo das von dir angeforderte Schiff der Nauten auf dich warten wird, bereit abzulegen. Leutnant Werner.
Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever.
It's blocked.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of! Come here, you pathetic dog!
Wo ist mein Superschwert?
The game is over for you, Commander.
Verrat. Abgeschlossen. Oh, Lad. Was ist jetzt passiert? Ach du Scheiße. Innerhalb von 30 Minuten ist er...
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
No.
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the Commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the Commander and his underlings before they were able to flee.
Barely, but yes. They're going to have to pay for their crimes.
I cannot remember if the traitors are hung before being quartered, or if it is the contrary. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain, and we're yet to discover a cure.
I'm sorry. I fully intend to continue my research. We have a number of leads, but with all that's been happening...
Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me.
Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Teleme are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind. I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
So, der Leib von Konstantin. Den Heiler in Winsnave. Bis ich hier den Heiler von Matthäus um Hilfe. So, jetzt muss ich mich mal kurz sortieren. Petrus über seinen Plan. Hat er auch Forschung von... So. Das ist ja eine Hauptquest, ne? Da kann ich ja ruhig eine Nebenquest zwischendurch machen.
I need to speak with you, my child.
Yes, Petrus. What is it?
I've come up with a plan to put what we've learned about the Mother Cardinal to use.
Do tell.
You will have to take part in a fight in the arena, and we must make sure that the odds are high. To do this, you'll have to face a champion. This will lure her in.
That would effectively raise the odds, but the risk is they'll bet against me.
That may be the case, but the highest bets are based on the exact time of the defeat.
I see. We are going to make the Mother Cardinal believe that I will lose at a specific time.
And by doing so, you'll win something bigger than a fight.
This will make her lose a considerable amount.
Exactly. I've even taken measures to make sure her usual moneylender is unavailable. Without knowing it, she will come to me looking for gold in order to place her bet.
And she will be at our mercy. Is this how you settle scores in Teleme?
This is how all scores are settled, my child. Or on the battlefield. But that's much dirtier. So, what do you say?
It's a complicated plan, but an effective one. Let's put it in motion.
Let's go back to the St. Mateus
Ja, so ein
bookmaker.
Kurt.
Your skills seem to interest him.
Könnte schon mal Ciora einladen. Über den... Was? Lieber so. Überzeuge den... Kampf zu organisieren. Ja gut. Ich weiß zwar nicht genau, was das bringt. Ist ja auch ein Wohnsitz von mir, ne? Ja. Desade. Ah, dann machen wir das mit Pedros hier. Raus. Können wir auch dem Heiler hier gleich einen Besuch abstatten. Wenn Pedros schon mal in der Gruppe ist. Mal besser, Leute in der Gruppe zu haben, die auch hier Angehörige sind.
Good day. Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
I want to challenge the champion of the arena.
A champion? Really? Now, you were asking about Candy Cane. It wouldn't be him that sent you here by any chance.
No, no one has sent me. I'm looking to make a reputation for myself.
Ah, that sounds better.
Aber
It's
ich bin
true
doch
you
der.
have talent and the public does like you. Let me think. There is Briscard, one of our old champions. It's been a while since he fought, but he did ask me to set something up for him. He's not a youngster anymore, but his name is known. And he's a killer, I'm warning you.
This Briscard sounds like the perfect opponent.
A deal! I'll work on getting things ready for the combat and line up the betting. Until then, make sure you're ready. It'll be a duel, your friends will need to stay in their seats. As soon as you're ready, you'll just need to go and see the arena master.
We should go and see Candy Cane, so he can set up our deal. So when you win, she will lose her bet.
Oh nein, ist ja da wieder nur nachts. Weiß ich, was ich den Rest des Tages hier mache, nämlich warten. Oh nein.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
Oh God. I hate these so much. Holen wir den Highlight auf. Champion. Ich bin der Champion der Arena, ja. Da gibt's keinen alten.
Excuse me, are you Cecilius, the famous healer?
I am a healer only through the grace of the illuminated. What can I do for you, my child?
My cousin, the governor of New Serene, is in dreadful pain.
Well, that's terribly sad. Was he wounded in combat? Was it during the Coin Guards' rebellion?
Alas, no. He is afflicted with the Malachor, and his days are numbered. We're looking for a cure, but...
Now that's a true miracle that you require. And I fear that they're extremely rare in these pagan lands.
Cecilius, my friend. If there's anyone on this island capable of helping the governor, it is you. Have you not been blessed by the Illuminated? Is it not your obligation to aid our allies? Without them, who knows what would have happened to our holy city during the plot?
Petrus, you always knew how to weave words to get what you want. Very good. I'll go to New Serene and try to ease the governor's pain. But do not feed on vain hopes. There are trials that we must accept to undertake with humility.
Thousand thanks, Cecilius.
May the Illuminated go with you, my child. There is no miracle that he cannot accomplish. I will pray that you find this cure that we need so desperately.
I have not lost hope.
Cecilius is an extraordinary healer. I'm certain he'll be able to at least alleviate.
Klar. Ja, und dann noch den Eingeborenen holen. Ja, das kann ich natürlich nicht jetzt machen. Ich muss schnell schlafen. Kommt jetzt mal hier noch hoch? Das Fragezeichen. Hat hier das Bett oder was? Schlafen bis zur Nacht. ist nicht auf der Karte zu finden. Die Mutter, die muss doch jetzt mal benachrichtigt werden. Zuckerstange, hallo. Zack. 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 Rumlaufen und hier kommen welche. Schwerlicher Weg zu Zuckerstange.
You again? What do you want this time?
Why so defensive? Petrus, you have a proposal to make, I believe.
That's right. I've thought of a little scheme that could make us all very rich. You know me, so you also know I'm quite clever, and that my ideas are always fruitful.
You have a reputation of being a first-class manipulator.
Wait, at least listen to our proposal.
You really take me for an idiot? Gentlemen, teach them not to mess with me again.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Candy cane is not here.
Come here, my beauties.
Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us.
How are we going to influence Cornelia's bets without candy cane?
Have faith, my child. Let's start by searching the body. We will find a way.
Zuckerstange, man hat mir von einem beispiellosen Kampf zwischen dem hochrangigen Mitglied der Kongregation und einem Vertreter der Arena erzählt. Sollte ich mir das genauer ansehen? Die Quoten sind noch nicht besonders attraktiv, aber vielleicht weißt du mehr als ich. Ich erwarte in Kürze von dir zu hören. Hinterlasse mir eine Botschaft an unserer üblichen Stelle, dem toten Briefkasten. Sei vorsichtig, noch mehr als normalerweise. Ich vermute, dass ich beobachtet werde.
Petrus, your prayers have been answered. This crook had a letter from Cornelia on him and a key.
My child, this letter confirms that our plan may work. Cornelia is interested in your fight.
She also mentioned a secret letterbox for returning the mail. This key probably opens it.
If that is the case, all we have to do is slip in a letter from Candy Cane. I've got it. We'll slip a fake one in, advising him to bet on the fact you will hold on for 5 minutes.
This letterbox is probably not far from here.
Wait, my child. I will first write this fake letter for Cornelia.
Petrus, you would make the perfect criminal.
There is no light without shadow. The enlightened knows it, and knows how to guide the righteous ones.
Ja, cool, da habe ich mal wieder ein bisschen Minusruf eingehandelt. Das sieht hier jetzt wie folgt aus. Verdächtig, Groschenade immer noch verdächtig. Was war das? Vasquez freundlich, ja. Tausche die Nachricht von Zuckerstange aus, ja. Schaffe ich noch schnell. So, bei der Groschenschenke, ja. Ich einmal ums Haus laufen. nicht warten. Hochverrat. Nehmen wir das hier hoch.